Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we'll talk a little bit about advanced encounters in EVE Echoes and how to earn a lot of money using your basic Caracal trainer and probably other ships as well. So let's talk about advanced encounters. They are actually called advanced over here, so if you take a look here, you can pick them in this drop down menu. It's for tier 5 to tier 7. I haven't got to expert ones, but I think it will be kinda the same as advanced. So for advanced encounters, you gotta be ready for that, because otherwise you might have issues. You gotta get your ship ready. I recommend using the Caracal for this one. So tier 5 trainer Caracal would be the best option in my opinion for those, because it allows you to outrun the enemy ships that use missiles and allow you to shoot them from the distance with your missiles, because this ship have really cool ability. Let me take a look at it. There we go. Missile torpedo velocity, flight velocity, so it allows you to be faster than the enemy and use missiles. Basically that's what we want, right? So since we're here in the ship menu, let me show you what I equipped. I have MK5 medium missiles. You can go with the easier ones, with the lower level ones, but that's what we have. I also have the small drone over here, which is kinda useless to be honest. I tried to use him against the enemies, but since drone's range is 20 kilometers and the missiles range is 35 kilometers, they don't really get close to use the drone. So you can use whatever over here. Also, people recommended to use the Webby Fire to lower the enemy speed for the frigates and everything. I haven't tried that yet. When I will, I'll let you guys know. Idea is good, but then again, you gotta close again. You gotta get close to use that weapon, which is kinda hard because you will get damage during that time. Here we have the afterburner, ballistic control, and the shield booster, so in case if we'll get damage like now, we can use it to boost our shields. Why are we taking damage anyway? I think we just killed one of the enemies. Yes, we did. Very important thing, guys, don't go for the best parts you can get. Go for the, somewhere in the middle, because you can lose your ship. And if you will, the trainer ships will be returned to you using the warranty, using the insurance, but everything that's equipped on it will be gone forever. So if you'll buy something really expensive, like 5 million stuff, parts, they will be gone and you will never get them back, and that will be costly. So I advise getting something that costs like 50-60k. That way you can kinda get the money back in the few missions, and then you'll be safe. If you lose a ship, you can get it again, so it's not that much of a loss for you. So what do we do for the advanced missions, for the advanced encounters? What I usually do are the combat missions, because they pay well. So Item of Transport, Investigation, those are easier, but they require some different ships, and moreover they don't pay so much for your money, because on combat missions, as you know, you get the bounties as well as the mission rewards, so it's kind of giving you a lot of profits. Mining ones is another good option if you have those resources. If you have those mining resources, you can sell them for the good amount of money. You gotta check the market price, of course. You gotta check the market price, of course, but you can sell them for quite a lot of money, like this Pyroxerex for 250k, depending on the current market price. So it might be a good option, but we will focus on the combat missions because, well, they are more fun. So you go into this mission, and as always, pick the closest missions. There is one mission right in our area, one close by this one. I haven't ever done those expensive missions. They might be pretty good. It's possible to do this as well, but I don't want to do 12 jumps to do that because it will take a while. So yeah, we'll go for the close one, mine defense, and here I will show you how it works. Say we'll go for 750k mission, but you gotta be more careful there. Like, if your shield will be gone, you will be warping away, otherwise you might lose everything, so be careful about that. Don't overstay. If you feel that you are in the hot spot, just warp away, because that way you'll save your ship. Moreover, it's in the 0-3 zone, you might encounter some issues there with the pirates and being ganked, so be careful. Keep in mind that this is not safe. This is not safe. This is dangerous. Those missions over here, they are not that hard. They are way easier, but they are not safe as well if you have the wrong ship. If you don't pay attention to what you're doing, so you can't fall asleep over there. Let me show you why. So right, we take this mission as always, blah blah blah, easy stuff, let's go. So if you'll just warp in, you might find yourself in this situation like this, where the enemies are way too close for comfort, 30 kilometers. Not safe for our tactic, because we use missiles that use 35 kilometers range, I'll jump away to show you how you can do that properly. Look at that. They're doing so much damage to you already. So this is not good, this is dangerous. What we want to do is when we warp in, we select the cosmic anomaly here manually, click on it, and when we're clicking on warp, we will click and hold and select the distance. So we won't warp straight to the enemy, we will warp, let's say, 40 kilometers away. That will allow us to approach the enemy from the distance. And now, take a look what will happen. We are warping in, but this time, the enemies won't be as close to us, guys. This is a life hack. This is a life hack. I will show another one in a second. There we go. We're arriving, and look at the enemies. Bam! They are far away, so that was a good tactics. Now, as for the targets that you want to pick, I recommend starting with the frigates because, well, they will be stronger. They won't be stronger, they will be closer to you. So you want to get the hell out of it, and it's nice to go that way. I don't know why ship is going straight to the enemies, that's not really good. But you want to stay away from those guys and stay at the distance from the main guys. So if you will have a lot of enemies, you will basically fly away from them, and that will allow you to do damage to the small ships first, and then move on to the big guys, because those cruisers are slower and they won't keep up with you when you're using the speed booster. Don't forget to activate that. Another important trick, before using the orbit command, as you can see we are way too close to them, you want to click on your ship and set orbit over here. And here you want to pick, well, based on your weapons. For me it's like 35 kilometers, I select 34, and now we change in orbit. As you can see here, our ship will try to keep away from the enemies. That means that we'll be away from the Caracal, and it won't be able to hit us with his rockets. To see the range of your weapons, click and hold on your rocket or wherever. Come on. Click and hold on your rocket or wherever, and here you can see the missile range or optimal range of your weapons, and that will be the range you want to stay away from the enemy. So 35 kilometers for me, 34k orbit is a good option. As you can see, Caracal is still hitting us. I think his weapon range is something like 30, so yeah, let's try to keep away from that. Oh, we already killed the frigate, by the way. Let's activate the damage booster, let's orbit this guy and stay away from the Caracal. Now he won't be able to hit us with his missiles, so that's pretty good. Activate the shield booster, boost your shields. Drone is viable right now because the enemy is way too close, but usually it's not the case. So it's nice to have the drone as an additional damage, but it's not always that good. So yeah, you are killing the small guys first because the big guy can't really hit you from the distance. His missiles won't really do anything to you. Use your modules as you see fit, so careful, don't overuse them so you will have extra energy, but keep your shields at the maximum. And that allows you to kinda split the enemies in groups. And if you have 5 enemies, you will be able to fight frigate first, then the destroyers, then the corvettes, then the other stronger and bigger ships. That is pretty nice because the bigger ships won't hit you. You can also try to do this mission with the destroyer, but I don't recommend it because your weapon range will be lower than the corvettes and they will more or less destroy you. So I tried, it was really hard. It's way easier to do it on the Caracal trainer. Now when all the enemies are dead, we are moving on to the Mr. Caracal trainer over there, and we will go on the same orbit of 35 kilometers, and he will most likely won't be able to do that much to us. You can actually turn off the weapons for now because, like, we are far away, no need to, oh my god, no need to spend your energy and weapons on that, but that doesn't matter that much. I'm still using missiles, although they are not activated. What the hell? So yeah, anyway, as soon as you get to 35 kilometer range, activate all the weapons. Some of those were still working. It's a bug. It's a bug, guys. And activate the ballistic, whatever it's called, ballistic control system. That will increase your damage bonus by quite a lot. So that's a good option to do extra damage to the enemy. Yeah, it shows that we're using all 4 missile launchers. I don't know why 2 of those aren't manually activated, but and as you can see, this Caracal, even though we're really close to it, I don't know why. So that's how you can farm those encounters without any risk of dying. Once again, if the next enemy group will be really close to you, like 10 kilometers away, let's see, those guys are far away, it's safe. Once again, focus fire the small guy, orbit the small guy, and there we go. But if it happens that you end up really close to them, like 10 kilometers away, warp out, warp back in with a distance of 50 kilometers or so, and you can approach them from the distance and split them again. That way you're not risking your life, because it happened to me. I killed one group, I was like, yeah, I'll be getting a lot of money. And then 5 enemies appeared right on top of me and they totally decimated me because I decided I'll fight them. And I lost my goddamn ship. And it was fitted like with the top-notch stuff, and it cost me 1.5 million. And it's not that much. But 1.5 million of ISK was lost to that fight. I don't want you guys to do that. I want you guys to be safe and careful. I think we gotta orbit manually, yeah, because I have turned it off in my options. You guys, where is it? The options, settings, battle settings over here, auto orbit target with the default orbit range. Don't forget about that. I don't know why it changed, but yeah, that will allow your orbit to be the one that you set over here as your manual orbit. And that's pretty cool because it allows you to stay away from the enemy. Considering the Corvette versus frigate fighting, those guys are small and our medium missiles, medium rockets, don't hit them that well because, well, they're tiny and it doesn't work well. What you can do, you can use drones to do additional damage because they will be faster than you, they will get close on you anyway. And second option is using the webby fire to slow them down. That will allow you to do more damage to them. Right, there are 2 options to do that, and also upgrade your skills, of course, but that's different, it's harder. I don't have the webby fire because I'm greedy as hell, so I'm not using that. This is an interesting situation. Over here, the Caracal is closer, so we will orbit it first and focus fire on it, and then we'll go for the destroyer. So yeah, as you can see, I don't even use the shield booster here because I don't take damage from the enemies. Why? What? Gosh. Focus fire this guy and orbit this guy. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm not taking any damage. I'm only using the afterburner, and it's a MK3 small afterburner, by the way, the cheap stuff, but it already increased my flight velocity by 131%. So it's pretty cool, it's cheap, it doesn't consume that much energy. You can go for the one that you like. I just picked the cheapest one because it's enough for me. But the better your afterburner is, the better, because you will have to fly around to get the loot as well, so it will save a lot of time for you. And yeah guys, I know that it takes quite a while, but if you don't have the good ship, if you don't have the powerful ship to fight the enemies up front, it will be the least risky way of earning money, because you can do it basically just when you get the Caracal. You can buy the missile launchers. How much? I bought myself for like 50k. The prices are dropping, and over time, when you'll watch this guide, I think they'll be even cheaper. Yeah, they cost 16k right now. It's like free, basically. You can even get MK7 right now way cheaper, and maybe even the MK9. Nah, that's too expensive. So right now, since you earn that much money from those quests, I advise going for MK7. So something that costs like 50k is good enough for us. It's cheap. It's pretty cheap. And that will make your fighting faster because you will do more damage. So yeah, there are stasis with fire right here, and the range is 11 kilometers. So it's not that useful at like 20 kilometer range, but it's still pretty good because it lowers the velocity that much, and if you really can't handle the frigates, that will help you a lot. Another option for the middle slot for you is Energy Nosferatu, because that will allow you to drain enemy energy down and kind of recover your own, in case if you're using it a lot. Right now I'm not using it that much, so it won't be useful because it's inefficient against target whose capacitor charge is lower than yours. And if you are at like, 100 energy, it doesn't do anything for you. But those are the options that you can consider, and right now I don't see anything else useful for this build. So I'm running with the empty slots right now because I don't feel like I need those things. And basically that's it. That's how you do advanced encounters. T6 encounters based on the guys in the guild are being done the same way because I don't really want to fly 13 kilometers, but as I saw on the example of the beginner encounters, you can do the same stuff. The same enemies, the same weapons, they have the same range, and it doesn't matter how tough they are. You can just outrange them and they won't do a thing to you. Just be careful to have a good afterburner that will allow you to outrun the enemy and you're good. If you're using a different ship with the different weapons with the lower range, like cannons or something like that, then you gotta be careful because some enemies, like those Caracals for example, since they have the missiles, they can shoot at you at range, so you want to be more defensive oriented, but take it slowly. Same tactics, you kinda split the enemies, fight the small ones, then go for the medium ones, then go for the big ones. That will allow you to kinda avoid unnecessary damage, focus on the shields, get a little bit better equipment, and you'll be good, I think, I hope. And there we go, the mission is completed. We got about 100k in the bounties, and we got 100k in money, so we earned 300k in what, 15 minutes? That's pretty good. Oh yeah, we gotta collect the loot first. After those fights, it's kinda good idea, at least right now, to go and take a look at the wreck, because those cruiser and frigate wrecks, they actually have pretty cool high-level loot that can sell for a lot of money, or you can use it on your own ships. So, unlike in the first tier of encounters, here you can get good stuff, it can sell, and you can get, you know, income from that, so why the hell not? Although, it takes quite a long time with this setup because you are far away from the enemies. So yeah, it's up to you. I recommend doing that. I'm doing this, I recommend you doing that as well. Up to you. And guys, let me know in the comments if this guide was useful for you and if you have extra tips for other players on the encounters. While you go into the comments, please leave a like to this video, share it with your friends and family and share it with your friends and corporation members, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet and hit that bell button so you won't miss any new videos. And also check out pinned comment and the video description for additional links. We have the playlist for other Eve Echoes guides, we have the links to my Twitch channel where I play pretty cool PC games. You want to be part of that, so please follow me there, and the link to the Discord where we discuss everything, and this is basically the hub of my activities, so I would like to see you there as well. Also, there are social links, I'm somewhat active over there, so if you'll follow me there, I'll be really grateful as well. Thank you for watching, comrades, Soviet out, до свидания.